Now, you can accept what I'm saying or you can reject whatever I'm saying, whether it's true or false to you. Hey there, this is Aslam here. I want to talk about affirmations. In the personal development, it is being used a lot. Autosuggestion is what Napoleon Hill called it in Think and Grow Rich, which is a book, mainly used in the personal development and in many other businesses as such. But what I want to talk about is affirmation, which is like autosuggestion, suggesting to yourself. And affirmations is a very similar thing. You write it down on a piece of paper or a card, or you write it in a book and you keep writing it over and over again, maybe 10 times, 50 times, 100 times a day. Or if you have it in a card, like I do, keep reading it over and over again till such time you kind of like embody it. Now, when I was young and in school, I wasn't one of those most obedient students. And because of that, I would get punished a hell of a lot. And one of the punishments would often be is to go onto the board and write there that I would not speak in class, or I would not do so and so thing. And it would be that I need to write it 100 times or maybe 200 times after school, which was kind of a punishment. But somehow that never worked with me. No matter how much I wrote, I would still be doing the same thing over and over again. But again, there were some boys in our class who were also mischievous, but they would get punished once or twice and then they would never do it again. It was like they just became very disciplined. So what happened? Now, I want to relate that same thing with affirmations. There are a lot of people who are using autosuggestions or affirmations, writing it in the book 100 times, 200 times for hundreds of days. I have seen it on some websites where people host, like day 57, day 99, day 100, and they're continuously writing that same thing over and over again and not major changes take place. The reason for that is because we have two parts in our mind. Now, I can understand there'll be people who will say that there are more than two parts, but for our reference, I'm talking about is two parts. There's a conscious mind and there's a subconscious mind. Your conscious mind is the part where the knowledge is stored. It's the thinking mind. It's the part where all the information comes in and it is stored over there, which we constantly are using, like what I'm telling you right now, you're taking it into the conscious mind. It is also the part of the mind which can accept or reject. Now, you can accept what I'm saying or you can reject whatever I'm saying, whether it's true or false to you. And that is done by the conscious mind. You have another part of the mind which is known as the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is the emotion mind. It's the part which is connected to the heart. It is also the part which is connected to your body. Your body is the manifestation of the mind. So whatever actions like I'm doing right now or I'm speaking, it is done through my subconscious mind. My movements are done through my subconscious mind. It's telling the information as to what it needs to do. Now what's happening is, if I am reading my affirmation repeatedly over and over again, technically I should understand it and I should be able to embody it. But what happens is that your subconscious mind is not accepting it. Your conscious mind is saying, yeah, that's what I am, that's fine, let's get it done. But when it comes down to the subconscious mind, it says, you're not that. And therefore, it will reject it. Your subconscious mind has a greater control over you than your conscious mind does. Always remember that. That is why whatever you're telling yourself sometimes does not happen, because your subconscious mind rejects it. And why does it reject it? It is because of our image. The image what we have of ourselves. So for example, your affirmation is to make $100,000 this month or maybe this year, or $1 million this year. Now you've written it down and you're repeating it to yourself, but when you're repeating it to yourself, your subconscious mind is saying, you cannot have that because there is no way you are in a position to do it. Look at yourself. Look what you have done. It'll bring your past in the front. So when it does that because it's got nothing as a reference, remember, because your subconscious mind doesn't have a reference to the £1 million or the $1 million that you want to make this year, it will not accept it and it will reject it. And the only way for that is to change your self-image. Now, the way to change your self-image is to change your state. How you sit, how you feel, how you talk, how you look is all that is important. So in other words, that if you want to become a millionaire by the end of this year, how would you feel if you were a millionaire? And how you feel is by changing your state. Your state is how you position yourself up. Your physiology, how you position yourself. And then you have to focus on that. It is so important that what you want to become, you embody that. And that is done through the emotion. When you see yourself in that state, your energy changes. When your energy changes, your subconscious mind, which is generating the information to the universe, then manages to send it out. Because your energy has changed, it accepts you as that person. And when it accepts you as that person, it is now sending the information. But also that is that your physiology, your energy, and the way you talk, the way you respond to things, the way you talk to yourself, because whatever you talk, whatever you feel is a vibration. And that vibration has to match with everything that is around. Otherwise, it won't work. It's like a combination lock. Once you know the combination of a lock, like those which have got those numbers, once you know the combination, the lock opens. In the same way, these three things have to match, and once that is a match, it has to open. The message is then sent out, and then it comes back to you. That is how affirmations work. I hope this has been of help to you. If you want to know anything more about it or need any more information, do leave a comment below, and I'll come back to you on it. Thank you.